Hi friends, welcome back to Python Programming with Akash. In this video, we will be continuing with Python fundamentals and will be covering its last part, which is the simple input and output. So let's start. In Python 3.x, to get input from the user interactively, you can use built-in function input. The function input is used in the following manner. Variable to hold the value equal to input prompt to be displayed in brackets. For example, name is equal to input what is your name. The above statement will display the prompt as what is your name, in front of which you can type the name. The value that you type in front of the displayed prompt will be assigned to the given variable name in the above case. Let's see this in Python ideally now. Name equal to input, enter your name. I am entering the name as Simmer. Age equal to input, enter your age. I am entering the age as 16. The value assigned to the variable name is being displayed now. The value assigned to the variable age is displayed now. In the above code, we have used input function to input two values, name and age. But input has a property which you must be aware of. The input function always returns a value of string type. You can notice carefully in the code that we ran while displaying both values name and age, Python enclosed both the values in codes, that is as Simmer and 16. This is because whatever value you enter through the input function, it is treated as a string. You can see that the values are enclosed in single quotes, showing that these have been taken as strings. Now, what are its consequences, especially when you are entering a number? In order to understand this, we need to run some code in Python. So let's head over to the ideally again. Age equal to input, what is your age? I am entering the value as 16. Now I am trying to add 1 to the variable age. We have got an error. Notice the error raised when we tried to add a number to variable age, which was given a value using the input function. See, Python raised an error when you tried to add 1 to age whose value you entered as 16. The reason is obvious and clear. Python cannot add an integer to a string. Since variable age received value 16 through the input function, it actually had string value 16 in it. Therefore, you cannot add an integer to it. You can check yourself the type of variable age whose value you entered through input function. Let's go to Python and check again. Age has a value of 16 in string. Let's see the type of the variable now. See, it shows the type of the variable as string, str. Reading numbers. String values cannot be used for arithmetic or other numeric operations. For these operations, you must have values of numeric types, integer or float. But what would you do if you have to read numbers, int or float? The function input returns the entered value in string type only. Then what is the way out? Don't worry, Python offers two functions, int and float, to be used with input function to convert the values received through input function into int and float types. You can read in the value using the input function and then use int or float function with the read value to change the type of input value to int or float respectively. Let's work out some examples in Python ideally now. Age equal to input. What is your age? I'm entering the value as 16. Age equal to int age. Age plus 1. See, it gave no error. Marks equal to input. Enter marks. I'm entering the value as 73.5. Marks equal to float marks. Marks equal to marks plus 1. See, it gave no error. You can also combine these steps in a single step too. That is, as variable name is equal to int input prompt string, or variable name equal to float input prompt string. Let's see this in Python now. Marks equal to float input enter marks. I am entering the value as 73.5. Age equal to int input. What is your age? I am entering the value as 16. Type marks. And now we are seeing the type of the variable marks as float. Type age. We see that the variable age is of type integer now. After using the int and the float functions with input function, we have checked ourselves using the type function that the type of read values is now int or float value. Possible errors while reading numeric values. If you are planning to input an integer or floating point number using input function inside int or float, such as shown below, age equal to int input enter your age, or percentage equal to float input enter your percentage, then you must ensure that the value you are entering must be in a form that is easily convertible to the target type. In other words, while inputting integer values using int function with input function, make sure that the value being entered must be int type compatible. Let's see this in Python now. Age equal to int input. What is your age? I am entering the value as 17.5. Error. Invalid literal for int with base 10, 17.5. Notice the value entered, that is 17.5. It is not an int compatible value, and thus we are getting this error. Age equal to int input. What is your age? I am entering 17, but this time not in the numeric format but in words now. Error. Invalid literal for int with base 10, 17 in words. Notice the value entered, that is 17 in words. It is not an int compatible value, and thus we are getting this error. While inputting floating point values using float function with input function, make sure that the value being entered must be float type compatible. Let's see this in Python now. Marks equal to float input enter marks. I am entering 73.5.0. Error. Could not convert string to float. 73.5.0. Notice the value entered, that is 73.5.0. It is not a float compatible value, and thus we are getting this error. Marks equal to float input enter marks. I am entering 73%. Error. Could not convert string to float. 73%. Notice the value entered, that is 73%. It is not a float compatible value and thus we got this error. Please note that the values like 73 or 73 point or 0.73 are all float convertible. Hence, Python will be able to convert them to float and no error shall be reported if you enter such values. Let's see this in Python again. Marks equal to float input enter marks. I'll put the value as 73. It did not give us any error. Marks equal to float input enter marks. 73 point. Again, we did not get any error because these values are float compatible. Output through print statement. The print function of Python 3.x is a way to send output to standard output device, which is normally a monitor. The simplified syntax to use print function is as follows. Print objects sep equal to single quote start and end or separator string end equal to \n or end string. Objects means it can be one or multiple comma separated objects to be printed. Let us consider some examples first. Print hello in double quotes, the string. Print 17.5, this is a number. Print 3.14159 star r star r. The result of a calculation will be performed by Python and then printed out, assuming that some number has been assigned to the variable r. Print I \, single quote m in double quotes, comma 12 plus 5, comma double quote start, years old, full stop, double quotes end. Multiple comma separated expressions. Consider some examples with outputs now. Example statement 1. Print Python is wonderful in double quotes. This will print output as Python is wonderful. Example statement 2. Print sum of 2 and 3 is in double quotes, comma 2 plus 3. This will print the output as follows. 2 plus 3 is evaluated and its result is printed as 5. So the output is sum of 2 and 3 is 5. Example statement 3. A is equal to 25. Print double of A is A star 2. This will print the output as follows. A star 2 is evaluated and its result is printed as 50. So the output becomes double of 25 is 50. Now consider some more print statement examples. Print obj, print obj1, obj2, obj3, print object1 has more value than object2 in single quotes. Print obj1, single quotes begin is lesser than single quotes end, obj2. The output of these print functions you will be able to determine if the values of variables obj, obj1, obj2, obj3 are known to you. A print without any value or name or expression just prints a blank line. Features of print statement. The print statement has a number of features. It auto-converts the items to strings. That is, if you are printing a numeric value, it will automatically convert it into equivalent string and print it. For numeric expressions, it first evaluates them and then converts the result to string before printing it. Important. With print function, the objects or items that you give, they must be convertible to string type. It inserts spaces between items automatically because the default value of sep argument is space. The sep argument specifies the separator character. The print function automatically adds the sep character between the items or objects being printed in a line. If you do not give any value for sep, then by default the print will add a space in between the items when printing. Consider the code. Print double quote start my double quotes end, comma double quote start name double quotes end, comma double quote start is double quotes end, comma, double quote start, Amit, full stop, double quotes end. This will print my name is Amit, full stop. 4 different string objects with no space in them are being printed, but the output line has automatically inserted spaces between them because default sep character is a space. You can change the value of separator character with sep argument of print function as per this. The code: print my name is Amit, full stop, sep equal to 3 dots in single quotes. This will print my 3 dots name 3 dots is 3 dots Amit, full stop. The separator value is appearing in between all these objects. This time the print separated the items with given sep character, which is 3 dots. The print function appends a new line character at the end of the line unless you give your own end argument. Consider the given code. Print my name is Amit, full stop. Print I am 16 years old. This will produce the output as my name is Amit, full stop, I am 16 years old. So, a print statement appended a new line at the end of objects it printed, that is, in the above code. My name is Amit, enter or \n. I am 16 years old. Python automatically added a new line character in the end of the line printed so that the next print function prints from the next line. The print function works this way only when you have not specified any end argument with it, because by default print function takes value for end argument as \n, that is the new line character. If you explicitly give an end argument with the print function, then the print function will print the line and end it with the string specified with the end argument, that is the code print my name is Amit, full stop, comma, end equal to dollar in single quotes, print I am 16 years old, full stop, will print the output as my name is Amit, full stop, dollar, I am 16 years old, full stop. We have given the end argument as dollar, and this time the print ended the line with the given end character, which is dollar here. So, the end argument determines the end character that will be printed at the end of the print line. Code fragment 1. A, B equal to 20, 30. Print A is equal to A and equal to space. Print B is equal to B. Now the output produced will be like A is equal to 20, space, B equal to 30. Notice the first print statement has end set as a space. The space that we see in the output is because of this end equal to space in the print statement above. The reason for the last output is quite clear. Since there is end character given as a space, that is end equal to space in the first print statement, the new line \n character is not appended at the end of the output generated by the first print statement. Thus, the output position cursor stays on the same line. Hence, the output of second print statement appears in the same line. Now let us have one question for you guys. This is the code. You need to find the output and paste it in the comment section of this video. In Python, you can break any statement by putting a \, in the end and pressing the enter key, then completing the statement in the next line. For example, the following statement is perfectly right. Print hello, comma, \, and then in the next line end equal to no space. The \, at the end means that the statement is still continuing in the next line. Now I want you to do something for me. If you have not yet subscribed to my channel, then hit that subscribe button right away. There is also a small notification bell, click that too. Secondly, give this video a like by clicking the like button. Now we have come to the end of the video. If you have any doubts, do mention the same in the comments of the video. I will get back to you in no time to resolve your problems. I will be back with more videos and more learning. Until then, bye.